thought of moving to Canada? They say it's easier to get there, and there are a lot of benefits to being in Canada. And we always have him here on the show every so often. He visits us from Toronto. Attorney Henry Moyal, our Canadian immigration expert, is joining us. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA once again.
Thank you for having me back.
Just to recap, remind our viewers, what are the benefits to living in Canada?
The benefits of living in Canada is free education for the children up to high school, free health care, and low unemployment. So it's easier to immigrate as opposed to the United States.
Right.
And it's a destination that's that everyone around the world wants to go to.
So low unemployment, meaning it's easier to get a job.
That's right.
And also healthcare is such a big issue here in the United States, so you don't have to worry about that in Canada. That's
right. It's free healthcare. It's incorporated into the taxes, so everyone has free healthcare, and you can go to the doctor as many times as you want. Education is free for children. And as I said, it's a destination that everyone around the world wants to come to.
Sounds good. Now, we've always underscored also the fact that the immigration system is a lot easier to understand and to get into compared to the U.S. immigration. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. So the best way to come to Canada is basically on your own merit. The laws now are still the same as we discussed last time, but they're going to be changing very soon, probably at the end of the year.
When we talk about merits, and we have some slides to show you, it's a point system. That the first one is Canadian immigration current law. The person must accumulate 67 points out of the 100 points to pass. Can you tell us where they get the points?
So the 67 points can be accumulated by several factors. For example, age, education, work experience, language, proficiency in English. So you can accumulate points up to 100 points, and you have to accumulate 67 points under those factors.
Okay, let's break it down just right about now. If we keep the slide there, the age, are you saying the younger you are, the more points you get?
Well, currently the law is that if there's no restriction on age, so there's no cap on age. However, over 50, you start to lose points. So anything up to 50, you get 10 points. The laws are going to change. The federal minister now wants to make changes. It's not official yet, but if you are in your 30s, you're going to get up to 12 points. So they want people to immigrate younger. So the younger you are, you're going to get more points, but there's no cap on age.
Right. And then the education, you get more points for higher degrees that you finish?
Well, yeah, the higher degrees, you're going to have like a bachelor degree or master degree. You're going to have up to now 22 points, 25 points for an education that is at a bachelor degree.
Right.
The laws are going to change later in the year. Basically, people who don't have a university degree or a diploma, they, under the current law, are not getting enough points. So now the minister wants to give them more points for those people who are, for example, cooks or plumbers or welders who don't go to university. And
vocational courses.
That's right. So now under the current system, they're not getting enough points as opposed to people who have bachelors. So under the new rules, those points are going to be increased to the points that people who have bachelor degrees.
Is this an indication of how, like, what kind of workforce you need in Canada right now?
That's right. If you look at the factors to get 67 points, if you're a tradesperson, it's very hard to accumulate 67 points. Your English may not be so high. You may not have a relative. You don't have a bachelor degree. So mathematically, a person who, for example, is a cook may not be able to make it. So we want to increase that, or the government wants to increase that, to bring in more tradespeople for the economy.
Right. When do you think this will be in effect?
Well, the federal minister now is holding meetings to allocate different point systems for the factors, probably by the end of the year.
Okay. And in the meantime, people can still submit applications. How does it go, Henry? Can you take us through the process?
My rule is, as you know on the show, is if you qualify now, apply now. We don't know what the rules are going to be. The point system, they're talking about it. We don't know what numbers they're going to allocate. But again, if you qualify now, apply now. There's occupations that are in demand in Canada, so the best time to do it is when you're ready.
And that's the website on the screen, www.moyal.com. That is where you go to get a questionnaire, right, Henry?
There's a free assessment questionnaire. You fill it out, submit it to us, and within 24 hours, 48 hours, we should be able to get a reply back to you.
And right there and then you will reply to them if they are qualified to apply or not, right?
That's right.
Okay, from the time that I submit the questionnaire, to fill out questionnaire back to you, when do I get to fly to Canada or get to move to Canada?
Well, the processing time, from the time of the assessment, it can take time until we process the application. But from the time that you file the application to the Canadian government, looking at about a year's time.
Oh, okay. And is it the same here? Like you go by yourself first, and then slow one by one you petition for your family, or
No, it's a one family application. So any applicant can include a spouse, or a common law spouse, or same-sex spouse. It doesn't matter. Plus,
even same sex.
That's right.
Okay.
Plus your dependent children. So it's a one family application. Everyone gets visas at the same time.
Right. Sounds good. Okay, that's the website on the screen. You also get their phone number, 1-800 number there. Henry, can you remind us the 1-800 number?
1-888-8472-078.
1-888-8472-078. That's the number to call also. And thank you so much for updating us with Canadian immigration. And we hope to see you once again.
Thank you.
All right. We will be back more on Kababayan LA. Don't go away.